So I think it's good to start now. Probably people are joining. Meanwhile, we'll can have them. It's already past 3 minutes.
Whatever you feel fit, you can.
Okay.
Or if you want to wait for some 2-3 minutes, I have no issue.
Okay. Fine then. Let's wait for another 1.5 minutes.
All right.
Because usually we start our meeting on time. Sometimes this happens. Anyways, that's fine.
Yeah.
അങ്ങനെ കൊണ്ട് സാറിന് അപ്രൂവൽ എല്ലാം കിട്ടിയാ?
So I think we can start our session. It's almost 10 minutes. We took a time.
All right. All right.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. Good morning, because we have lot many people from India as well in the meeting. So welcome to the second day of international conference and the TechTalk series from PQ Sutantra. And today we have Dr. Binay Matthew, who's a director of Central Placement Cell, Vishweshwar Technological University. And also we have Andy from Ireland. Welcome, Andy, and my faculty members. Dear, my mentor Vatsala ma'am is also there. Thank you, ma'am. And Mahesh and sir, Keshamurthy sir. Sorry if I miss out any name here. Just to interest of everyone's time, um, we'll take the session very quick. Okay, so Binay sir, I think BTU people knows you very well, but still it's my opportunity and a great pleasure to introduce to the audience here. So Dr. Binoy is, as I said, is a director of Central Placement Cell, and he's also an associate professor, Department of Management Studies, BTU, and currently is taking care of placements and career guidance for the students of BTU PG centers and affiliated engineering college of BTU in the state of Karnataka, and extending helping hands to thousands of students to find their dream job. He have roughly around 5 years of industry experience and big 20 years of postgraduate teaching experience and 20 years of research experience. He was employee trainer to HAL Management Academy and Bosch India Limited. Just mute. Okay. So he has given a lot of guest lectures to many B schools, and he's also a research person to a number of national and international conferences and seminars. Authorized 6 books and several research articles published in both national and international journals. His educational achievements is quite big, but I take it in a very short way. He's an MCOM finance. He's done MBA in HRM, LLB, PG, DCA, CLI, DPC, CPTP, DLIT, PhD, and he's also owns Yellow Belt in a Six Sigma. In addition to those, he has done a certification exam on gender justice and workplace security, corporate social responsibility, commodity derivatives and risk management, globalization, uh, globalization and the culture, intellectual property rights, and competition law certification from IIT Kharagpur. He is a certified counselor and a psychometric analyst, which is a very unique thing which we can find with Dr. Binay sir. He is a recipient of many awards for his contribution in teaching, counseling, and researching. So, Dr. Binay is currently serving on editorial board of international journals and member of steering committee of international conferences recognized by reputed organizations and societies. And he's an institutional head of a committee of this international conference, which is leading by 3K Sutantra. A couple of other positions also he holds, namely, I'll take a very top positions. He's a member secretary, the task force of internship of Government of Karnataka, a nodal officer of Higher Education Department, Government of Karnataka, and he's a VTU counselor. He takes care of counseling, especially in psychological counseling, which need for staffs and the students of VTU, and he provides free counseling service to the people who are in need. Currently, he's a chairman, board of examiner, MBA board of VTU, and he's as a member of board of studies to Mount Carmel College, St. Joseph, and Presidency College. And is also nodal teacher for general companion on an initiative by MHRD Government of India. So I think it's if I keep telling it, it's a very long list of sir introduction. So I think this is the top achievements of success. Uh, you
Guys, am I audible? You can.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's audible, sir.
Yeah. So can I start?
Yeah, sir. Please, the floor is yours. We already lost couple of minutes, but yeah. So we need to listen to your golden words. Yes, sir. So I think I can give control, share your screen.
One and all. At the very outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks in regard to the organizers of this conference for giving this opportunity. In India, today is a Saturday, the second Saturday. Evening, usually for weekends, we know that that family time. Taking time, finding time to listen to me. So it is about management in higher education issues. I think most of the participants are very good. And in today's we need to understand what are the issues and challenges associated with the infrastructure management, especially in the higher education sector. This is the point of my talk, and uh, I will try to precise it as much as possible, and I will try to conclude my talk as I think there is no need to explain much about the importance of technology. We all know the present generation, especially my age people, just the tremendous changes.
Binoy, sir, sorry for the interrupt. I think your voice is cracking for all.
Yeah, so
I think there is some network connectivity. I'm not sure.
how is now?
Yeah, I think it's better now.
Yeah, so that is the relevance of today's topic. Firstly, see, I made it like that so that so the people will understand the importance of IT infrastructure.
Okay.
So, I hope it is clear.
It's still cracking.
So,
Still your voice is cracking. Not sure if it is
Uh,
because of some network.
Vinay sir, good evening. I think it must be your headset. There must be some issue with it. I'm sorry. If it could be changed, I'm really sorry. I'm requesting you this. We really want to hear you. I mean, your speech is very important for us. We don't want to miss it. So we are not able to hear it.
yeah, now?
Yeah, sure. Hello, sir. The audio is very poor.
Change.
Audio is poor, breaking, and some disturbance is there.
Is it okay? 1 minute. Then I will change the system and try.
Yes, sir. Meanwhile, we have Andy here. Hi, Andy. Is it audible?
Hi everyone, I'm Andy.
Andy, I think Andy, you need to answer this because you are expert in a cloud.
Well, his headset's not in the cloud. Maybe if you disconnect your headset and use your laptop's mic and speaker, there may be a slight echo, but there won't be the static. If that helps.
Yeah, I think he's getting.
Yeah.
So for the audience, so here is Andy, and he's joining us from Ireland. I think next week he will be giving a lot of information about the cloud. I'm not sure of Andy.
Yeah. Some topics I'd like to cover is cloud topology, how to become a cloud engineer, and how I got to be a cloud engineer as well, which I kind of touched on with Naveen previously. But I'm looking forward to my my session.
Really great. So anybody have any expectation from Andy? Let us know so that we can be prepared.
Definitely, if someone would like, if someone who is trying to venture into cloud engineering has questions, by all means, if you can make those questions available even today, I can work them into my presentation, so I can hopefully answer everything and be even more of a benefit to you.
Yeah, that will be great. So, Vinay sir, once you're done, please let us know so that.
Just a minute, please.
Sure, sir. Please check it out. So in the meeting, I can see Meenakshi ma'am, hello ma'am, Ramlinga sir, Tanuja ma'am, Dr. Suresh sir is there, Mahesh sir. Hello everyone. Vatsala ma'am, one of my mentor.
Hello?
That sounds much better.
Better?
Yes, sir. It's good. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And at the same time, sorry for all the trouble.
No problem, sir. That's today's topic.
So, yeah. So, see, my son is trying in the phone also. Maybe, yeah. I think I will use the phone also. This I will keep it as a standby. Audio. I hope everything will be all right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. What I was trying to say is I need not have to express much about the importance of technology to this audience, because we have witnessed the kind of technological development over a period of time. And of course, we know that the transition is from one technology to another technology is very faster. So in the while focusing to the education sector, of course, we know we discussed much about agility. That topic is there in this today's discussion also. When we talk about agility, we often connect it with industries, because industries are agile. Or when we talk about technological agility, we connect it with industries. But very often, we don't connect this agility concept, agility in technology, in higher education sector. I don't know what is the reason, but the reason may be we were using very less technology in education sector. But the situation has changed, maybe because of, we will have to thank Corona for bringing in this change in higher education sector. Now we often discuss about technological agility in higher education sector. Earlier, we used to give more importance to industries. Reason is, unless otherwise the industries are agile, they will not be able to survive. But now the situation in higher education is not different. Unless otherwise we are agile in technology front, education sector won't progress. That is the situation we are now in. As we all aware, technology has the potential to revolutionize traditional teaching and learning process. We all aware that traditional teaching and learning process believes that the space and time is important. Space and time, that means the students and teachers should join together at a common place at the same time to study. But the technology has revolutionized this traditional method of teaching and learning. And as we know, it can eliminate the barriers to education imposed by space and time, and of course dramatically expand access to lifelong learning. So now we need to focus on we can focus on the concept of lifelong learning with the assistance of technology. So students no longer have to meet in the same place at the same time to learn together from an instructor. So with this background, with this basic understanding, I would like to take you to my presentation, a brief presentation I prepared. Maybe I will try to share my screen. If it is.
It's up, sir. Your voice gone now. Sir, your voice gone.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good now.
Okay. Yeah. Let me start with a question, because as a teacher, we all have questions. That is what our practice is. The teacher always will have questions, and if when we ask questions to the students, and if the student asks a question, in return, usually we teachers ask another question to the student. So anyway, let me begin with a question, and the question is very simple: will there be a return to what we knew as normal? Now everybody talks about, even though those concept was there earlier, we started talking frequently about new normal after this COVID. Okay, yeah. So my first question to all of you to think is, will there be a return to what we knew as normal? I request all the participants to kindly mute yourself and listen to the. I think that is a no again plus or minus point of technology. Joining from home, this kind of disturbances, we can expect. That is okay. Yeah. So I would say, jumping from normal to new normal, or the change is always good. So that is what we believe. Change is always, or positive change is always good. We should look at this change as a positive change, and I look at this as the best opportunity available to all of you, all of us, because as I mentioned earlier, education sector, especially in India, rarely discussed about using ICT or technology in education sector. So now, for the last 2 years at least, now everybody are talking about the usage of technology in education sector. So this is the best opportunity available to all of us, and this is the right time for us to redefine education system. So let us try to today's topic, let us try to redefine education, and how we can improve the education system with this use of technology. Let us discuss about it. So now we can find a transformation in teaching and learning, and what is needed is, for any sector for that matter, uh, what is needed is focused customer centric business, whether it is business or in education sector. We need to have customer focused institutions. So here, we know it is needless to explain who is the customer in education system. The education system, the customer is not only the students, even the parents also should be considered as the customer. So in education system, we need to focus on satisfying the customer, that is the students as well as their parents. So higher education we deserve cannot be created without technology. So I think all these aspects are fundamental things, I think need not explain much. So in today's world, education cannot be improved without adopting technology. Earlier, we used to say, even I also, see, maybe 5-10 years back, as a teacher, I used to say that, see, these online things are not going to be, to be successful. That was the belief. That was the conventional belief. The students should come to the teacher, and eye to eye contact is needed for effective teaching. Then only the students will understand. That was the conventional belief. But now, it is time for us to change. I'm not saying that no, the face-to-face contact or the offline classes are not effective. It is effective. There is no doubt about it. But maybe it is high time for us to think about a hybrid kind of teaching system by using the technology. So technology is a driver as well as the enabler in education system. And the next point is very important. What is the role of technology in higher education? So that explains everything about the importance of technology in higher education. That is why I mentioned technology it gather information, it provide access to information to all the students, all the stakeholders. It analyzes information. It present in a concise and precise or informative format, and transforms the information. Now, once the information is received by the customer, that transformation happens with the help of technology. As we all know, true education, in order to impart true education, what is needed is this information transformation is what is needed. Information transformation, I mean to say that a teacher can provide information to the students, and the students, what they understand from the information, that transformation of that information into knowledge will happen. And the transformation of information to knowledge, and thereby the next stage, the knowledge will be converted in converted into wisdom. So all these are easy with the help of technology. So technology made the education system, or the technology made easy to the students to transform this information to knowledge, and then knowledge to wisdom. So technology has direct impact on motivation and creativity of the students. How it is motivating, how it is enhancing the creativity, that is what we are going to see in the next slides. IT enabled higher education, the need of the day, and we have been trying. I think this IT enabled higher education, or ICT enabled education, this is not a new concept, of course, but the effectiveness of usage of this ICT enabled education arose after we reached to this crisis. So that is why I used to tell my students that when we are in crisis, that is the best time. Usually we don't like crisis. We don't like difficulties. We all want to be comfortable in our lives. But as and when we enters into crisis, difficulties, that is the best time for us to develop. So during crisis, what is happening is we identify our strength as well as weaknesses, because when we face a crisis, that is the time in which so we need to overcome that. We need to find ways to overcome the difficulties. So that is the time in which we understand our strength and weaknesses. And I always believe that right understanding about weaknesses is the strength for all of us. That is the biggest strength for all of us. So I think during this pandemic period, at least we got an opportunity to understand our strength as well as our weaknesses. Now, with the understanding of our weaknesses, let us try to improve, let us try to contribute to the higher education system, right? So the wider opportunity is there for a technology enabled teaching. And let us now briefly discuss about what are the choices available, what are the tools available in the technology front, or what are the things, what are the technological tools which can be used in higher education system. I think I hope that most of these things what is mentioned in this slides maybe no, most of you may be using, but um, an overview of when see before when I got this topic to discuss, I had a discussion with some of the teachers, especially some of the some of them who teaches in higher education sector, and based on my primary data collection, then I came to know that many of the faculties are unaware of the technological tools, the tools which is available. Of course, nowadays everybody knows about Zoom platform, or such kind of platforms are, people are aware how to share the slides, people are aware, but many are not aware, aware about what are the other tools which can be effectively used for developing the teaching content, delivering the teaching content, conducting quizzes and examinations, then how to upload the assignments, how to evaluate the assignments through online mode. All these aspects are, I think many are not familiar with. So that is the reason why I'm not going to explain much about these tools, because I know that many of you may be using, but for your for refreshing your understanding, and I just want to bring to you some of the important tools which can be used in education sector. Under the head online class and video lectures, of course you know about Google Classroom, then video conferencing tools like Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google Meet, all these. Then I don't know how many of you are aware about this open broadcaster software, OBS. Most of these tools what I mentioned here, if you are not familiar with, I request you to just make a note of it, and you can search it through Google search. You will find most of these tools are effective and very useful for teachers as well as for the students, and almost all of these are open source softwares. You can free of cost, you can download and you can use. But the problem is, it is we need to change our mindset. Maybe people like me, or maybe senior faculty members, senior professors, may not be much well versed in technology, may not be much well versed in using the laptop or mobile phones, etc. So we often say that parents often says that my children are better aware of how to use this smartphone. I know only to make call and to send message or whatever, like that we used to say. But it is a proven fact that unless otherwise, we as teachers and students, unless otherwise we are tech savvy, we will not be able to make changes in the education sector. So we have to be familiar with the technology which is available. Okay, so there is something called OBS, open broadcaster software. This is a free and open source tool. This can be used. What is the use of this tool? This can be used for creating capture videos, encoding, recording, broadcasting, and thereby facilitating more engaged teaching pedagogy. It's possible. So open broadcaster software you can try. OpenShot is there. OpenShot, in this case, video creation, video editing, making films, making animations. See all these vast use is there. A lot of tool. I mean, a lot of opportunities are available in this, so that can be tried. So OpenShot is another one. Then yet another one is study webs of active, that is study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Um, so then open edx moocs are there, mooc platform. I think no, that is most of you are aware of this moocs platform. That is massive open online uh, courses are there, massive courses. The first aspect you are familiar with or not, study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. How many of you are aware of this? Study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Maybe no, in the chat you can share if you are aware of this study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Anybody knows about it?
Seriously not, sir, from my side.
Yeah, thank you. I think all of you must be aware of this. But why? Because we never used to mention this expanded form. Instead, we used to mention Swayam. So this is the expanded form of Swayam platform. So this is can be extensively used by the teachers as well as by the students. So in VTU, Vishwashraya Technological University, now we have given this option to all the students. Now see, we have given credit also. If the students get any certification from Swayam platform, it's a free education system given by Government of India. Under Swayam platform, thousands of courses are available, and it is free of cost. Only nominal charges if you want it, if you want a certificate. If you doesn't want a certificate, anybody can enter into this and you can learn. So that is the opportunity given by technology for the students and faculties. Then with respect to development of course content and reference materials, we have Google Docs, Google Documents, Google Docs, and the main advantage of Google Docs is sharing ability with multiple people at the same time. This can be used by every teacher. It is possible for them to edit easily. It is possible for them to send notes, animations, etc. at ease to a large number of students. Then with respect to presentation application, of course, we know Microsoft PowerPoint. That is what very often, I mean, most of the teachers uses, most of the students uses, everybody, even in the industry also uses. That is the easily accessible one, Microsoft PowerPoint. At the same time, Canva is there. Canva can be used for presentations. Then Google Slides can be used. Canva, you can maybe you can note it down and you can Google search. Then you will understand what exactly is Canva and what are the additional features. See, because each and every additional apps which are introduced has additional features. So it is easy to access and easy to use also. So please note down these aspects and try to use in the future. Then with respect to in the education system, for evaluation and assessment, evaluation of the assignments given, evaluation of the answer scripts, for all these, the teachers can use Kahoot. Kahoot is a free student response tool for administering quizzes, facilitating discussions, and collecting survey data. So Kahoot, you can Google it. You will get, it's a game-based classroom response system. If you use Kahoot, definitely, see the students will, it will be easy for you to attract the attention of the students. If you teach for 2 hours or 3 hours by using this kind of apps, then students will not get bored, and the whatever information to the students will be effective. It will be easy for them to grasp. So by using this Kahoot, you can develop you can design multiple choice quizzes, multiple choice questions you can develop, polls and surveys you can conduct. All these are the benefits. Amazing it is actually. So if you start using it, so then you will enjoy as a teacher, and definitely if you enjoy as your teaching, then definitely the students also will enjoy. Then insert learning is there. Again, insert learning, it facilitates the teachers to insert questions, discussions, and insight directly into any website for a more engaging teaching experience. Then the students can visit to that website, and they can see the discussions, they can see that questions, what is raised by the teacher, and even if the students want, they can raise the questions to the teachers, and learning will be interactive, and at the same time learning will become anytime, anywhere. So we need to focus on teaching learning anywhere, anytime. That is going to be the thumping word in the coming days. So we teachers, especially we teachers, should be prepared. Not only the teachers, the students also should be prepared for this. That is anytime, anywhere teaching. So I know conventionally, even from a fairly long time, all the premier institutions were following this concept, but we failed to educate the students. See now what is happening is, see, after, if the class is for 1 hour, after even before 1 hour, in 40 minutes or 45th minutes, the students will start grumbling, enough. So if you use technology in teaching, definitely that's such kind of a situation won't arise. So now we can even virtual labs become virtual. Internship also has become virtual, that everybody is aware of. But at the same time, all the internships cannot be fully virtual. Even I have seen that say some of the mechanical students, civil students are involved in virtual internships. Maybe the theoretical aspects can be conducted virtually, but I don't know what is that internship is virtual internship for mechanical students and civil students. So certain things, see, we should change as teachers. We should change. What can be adopted should be adopted. What cannot be adopted, that is the reason why I said we should think about a hybrid mode of teaching. So again, there are online tools called Padlet dashboard. Padlet dashboard can be used, for example, problem faced during online teaching learning, where the problems faced during online teaching were posed by some faculty and solutions were suggested by others. See, if a college is using Padlet platform, if while see now in the beginning initial stages, see, I faced some problems. So if it is the lecture is delivered through Padlet platform, I can type, this is the problem, see, I am facing, see, there the connectivity issue, or maybe the sound is not coming, whatever no issues are there, I can just type, and someone else who is in this Padlet platform will be in a position to immediately suggest the solution for that. So even to teach mathematical subjects, very often we say that see, mathematical subjects, technical subjects, it is difficult to teach online, but there are tools like Padlet can be used for effectively teaching technical subjects. Then I just included another aspect, that is with respect to in examination and evaluation. Or technology can be used in examination and evaluation. Here I need to mention about my university, which was a technological university. Probably ours is the first technological university introduced the examination and the evaluation system, question paper delivery system, QPDS, through online. So here in our university, the examination system is completely digitalized. So what we do is 15 minutes before or half an hour before, we send the messages to the principal. There will be an external DCS and another internal DCS will be there. Message separate passwords will be sent to the principal, external DCS and internal DCS. So 3-stage password protection is given, and 15 minutes before the examination, we send the question paper online. Question paper or online delivery of question paper, and with this password, they can download the question paper. How many question papers needed? That all information will be there in the system. That many question papers they can print and distributed to the students. And even the answer scripts, the same day it has to be packed, and it has to be sent to our collection centers. And there's all the entire answer scripts are scanned and made digital. Now there will be barcode for each answer script. There will be a barcode, and it will be scanned automatically. It will be, everything will be scanned and it will be uploaded in the server. In the server, then the valuation also will be done digitally. There is no physical paper correction. It is valued digitally, and immediately after the submission of the marks by the examiner through online, marks has to be submitted online. With a click, the result is ready. So there is we are saving a lot of money and we are saving a lot of time. So immediately the day we complete the valuation, since it is digital, the same day itself result can be announced. So that is the kind of technological adoption of technology in conducting the examination and evaluation process by Visvesvaraya Technological University. Now, I think let me take another 10-15 minutes maximum to explain about the issues and challenges. I feel the issues and challenges part is more important than the other aspects. So we need to understand what we have some basic understanding about the issues and challenges, but beyond that, what are the real issues and challenges with respect to adoption of technology in higher education? We know that cyber everywhere. Are we prepared? This is the biggest $1 million question we need to answer. Cyber is there, internet is there everywhere, but are we prepared is the question. When it comes to the preparation, we are not very good. Maybe because of our conventional beliefs, maybe because of our culture, and lot of behavioral issues are happening among the children. So a lot of interventions, lot of counseling is needed. Of course, we may be thinking that misuse of technology, misuse of mobile phones, misuse of laptops is only with respect to small kids. No, it's not. It's not only with the small kids, even in higher education sector also, even matured students, children also, there are chances of misuse of technology. But for that also we should have a system. So that is the reason why maybe one example I can say that in India, the universal human values, the system is introduced in place now, because we understand that all these are some negative impacts are there. To address that, higher education sector in India is adopted. It is made mandatory by UGC as well as AICT that that each college or each university should teach universal human values. I think so. System are in place. So these negative aspects, minus points, we will be able to mitigate over. So yeah. So that is why I mentioned that both mindsets and behaviors needs to be changed. So then only we'll be in a position to effectively utilize the technological developments. So help the institutional workforce succeed, because a lot of interventions are required. As I mentioned earlier, maybe the senior level faculties who were not exposed to the technology, who were not exposed to the mobile phones or internet or laptops, a lot of intervention is required. We need to support them to get knowledge about how to use technology. So we need to develop the IT capabilities among the people who are using it. And of course, we know that our students are much advanced than we teachers. So I think there are things we may have to learn from the support of the students, so that teaching need not be one way. That is what I believe. But conventional teachers may disagree with me. Doesn't matter. So teaching should be, can be. I mean, learning can be both the ways. So the thing, technological capabilities we need to build. So cybersecurity is expensive and challenging and becoming only more of both. So cybersecurity is a big issue. Everybody knows about it. I don't want to elaborate on that. So first thing is with respect to the issues and challenges is cyber everywhere, but are we prepared? If we are not prepared, it is high time for us to prepare for adopting the technology in higher education. Evolve or become extinct. It is the survival of the fittest rule is very much applicable here. Evolve. If you are not ready to change, if you are not ready to accept changes, then we will be out from the market. So it is a common fact that whether we like it or not, technology will improve. Technology will transform. Technological transformation definitely will happen, will continue at a faster scale. So there is no other way out for us other than adopting the technological changes. So, but here, high level of coordination and planning by institutional leadership is required. I'm not complaining, but we are aware of these aspects. Technology, the educational leadership, a lot of especially see when it comes to whether it is private or government, when it comes to investment, usually there will be reluctancy from the leadership. So such kind of situation should change, and we should develop a system to educate the educational leadership, maybe the ministers or the educational leadership, that importance of adopting technological changes. So there may be lack of resources to fund transformative efforts. We need to find funds for that. Technology, of course, changes rapidly, often offering opportunities to improve. So whatever technological change happens, always we can say that the technological change which is happening gives scope for a lot of improvement. So if you want to develop, technological change should happen. So institutional leaders will need to become increasingly comfortable with and effective at change agility, while also maintaining focus on strategic goals. So the third aspect I would like to mention here in the picture, you can see what are the kind of learning agility, teaching agility arised in the world. I have witnessed some of the training companies. Amazing, they are using the augmented reality. See the first picture is you can see second picture, you can see in front of the presenter, information is presented in front of the presenter. So that is what the augmented technology. So a lot of training companies in Bangalore, I have visited and I have witnessed, they are using the augmented technology in teaching. It is very effective, amazing. See, we cannot deviate our attention if this kind of augmented technology is used in teaching. So that is a kind of development which has taken place. So digital faculty for a digital future, digital faculty for a digital future. So if you want to have a digital future, definitely future will be digital, and for that, are we prepared? So we have to be a digital, we have to develop as a digital faculty. So we need to see, that is why I mentioned for many students, the digital medium is their default way of learning. interact and get things done. But for teachers, that is the question. So we have to be digital faculty. So need to invest more in training. Of course, the educational institutions, the educational leaders, the institutional leaders should think about providing adequate training to the faculties for using the technology. Even some of the students, especially students from the rural background, need training. Of course, it's required. We need to train them. As faculties, we need to find some time to educate to educate some of the students how to use the technology effectively for their learning. Then automatically, they will come up, they will develop, and they will also adopt to the changes. So digital savvy faculty on academic leadership teams can help. So in the academic leadership, this kind of people with the mindset of digitalization is the need of the hour for using technology in higher education. Of course, academic leaders needs to encourage collaboration and partnerships across academic departments and among pedagogical expert, technologists, and so that is the reason when we develop the curriculum, have people, leaders, so we need to have collaborations with industries. This all will ease the our effort. Even see, whenever I interact with corporates, I used to mention this to the corporates. They always say that see, there is industry academia gap. Why this industry academia gap? I think we all need to deliberate on this, and we all need to mention, get the attention of the industries to minimize this industry academia gap. Industry should come into academia. So that is the reason why in Visvesvaraya Technological University, now we have made several collaborations with the different companies. For example, TCS. Now, along with the TCS, now we have developed a course, and TCS, of course, it is developed by TCS. CSBS, Computer Science and Business Studies. TCS developed a hybrid, branch of study. It consists of computer science as well as business studies. So it's a combination of both. The need of the hour. So the industry has come up to develop the various industry relevant courses, and the advantage is, see, we get collaboration with industry. Industry will come and teach. Industry representatives are there in the committee. They will come and teach, and they will provide placement assistance. So to a greater extent, we will be in a position to reduce industry academia gap. So partnership with the businesses can also provide exciting and well-funded opportunities, because the industries, as I mentioned, they are agile. And hence they have adopted new and innovative technologies. So that technology, what they are using, if it is familiar, if it can be shared with the teachers and students, then things will improve. That is the reason why we have made suggestions that we have made it mandatory that to get hands-on experience for the students, they should do internship. We made it compulsory. 2 internships they have to compulsorily do. So in the same way, we have given suggestion that in the same way as students do internship, the teachers also should do internship, the faculty internship, because the faculty should aware that what are the technological developments taken place in the industry. So the faculty should get an opportunity to visit industry, maybe in a semester or in a year, at least a week's time. The faculty should go to an industry and should understand what are the technologies they are using. Then they will be in a better position to teach the students about the adoption of technology, and what is that industry is expecting from the students. Accordingly, the teachers will be in a better position to teach. So the concept like faculty internships would help in adopting technology. Then learning from the pandemic to build a better future. We have learned many things from the pandemic. As I mentioned earlier, from this crisis, we have learned many things. Many platforms are there, and the Zoom platform now at present today, what we are using is not the same as what we were used 6 months back. No, they have, see, over a period of 2 years, they have improved tremendously. Lot of improvements have taken place. So like that, we need to learn from the crisis. But the unfortunate thing is, we learned that we should wear face mask, and now the situation here is, we cannot find anybody, or hardly we can find somebody who is wearing face mask, because that is our nature. When crisis comes, see, we adapt to that, and to changes we change, and when things becomes normal, we go back to the previous normal. So we must seize the opportunity. We should think about equitable, effective, and resilient system of education. So the education system should be equitable. In order to have equitable education system, we need to support the students. We need to make sure that the students are in a position to use the technology. If the students doesn't have the technology to use, then to the level best possible, we have the duty to help them. Teaching should be effective. In order to make the teaching effective, of course, it is needless to say, we need to use the technology. Then we need to develop a resilient community. For that also, we need to have the system of adopting technology. Being truly digital, how to be truly digital is the next question. For that, what is required is redesigning campus physical spaces to support hybrid learning. Can be we can think about thereby will be able to reduce the cost. So these aspect is already been adopted by most of the industries. Even education sector also can think about being truly digital. Maybe that is why I said, no, see, maybe we can even, maybe the system may come, maybe half day class, and then, or maybe 3 days class and another 3 days online classes, something like that. And system we can develop. Maybe it may take some time, because see, now we cannot go completely digital. Why? Because see, many of the students are facing problems, network issues are there. So that is why maybe in the future we can even think about the hybrid type of teaching. Then digital scarcity to digital abundance. Now that we but the problem is, see, we have there is in India especially abundant production but unequal distribution. So that is the biggest problem what we are facing. There is abundant production but unequally distributed. So digital scarcity to digital abundance. So now we have come to the digital abundance. So that is what I mentioned earlier. Everywhere learner, everywhere faculty. So that is what is going to happen in the coming days. So there is no of course there are no digital scarcities for some people, but we should try or we should develop a system to ensure that digital literacy and the equipments which are required for digital learning is there with everyone. So that such kind of a campaigning is needed in today's world. The shrinking world of higher education or an expanded opportunity, this is another question. Whether the world is shrinking with communication system, but no, the education system is not actually shrinking. Education system, if you are able to expand the opportunities provided by the technology, then definitely the higher education system, the education system will definitely progress. Now, as per the national education policy, which is introduced in Karnataka, it is already introduced in higher education system. VTU, Vishweshwara Technological University, our university already, from this year, we introduced the new education policy. So new education policy, of course, is giving a lot of importance to digital learning and technology, a lot of importance to technology. So then next question is, can we learn from crisis? As I mentioned earlier, the biggest strength is understanding our weaknesses. Hope this is no high time for us to understand our strength and weaknesses. If you have strength, there is nothing to do with that. There is no problem. No, we will be able to progress. But at the same time, understanding our weaknesses and working on it to improve, to find solutions, that is what is the biggest strength we should consider. And those who are not well versed in using the technologies, what we have seen in the beginning, it is high time for us to understand that weakness and work on it and improve ourselves. Then radical creativity, that is what is needed, and that is what the students are expecting, that is what the economy is expecting from us. Radical creativity. Institutions needs to provide students with the higher level skills and prepare them for careers that don't yet exist. And please imagine, now it is high time for us to imagine what is going to happen in the career front, in the with respect to the job opportunities. What is the kind of, what is that the industry is going to expect? What are the kind of changes which are going to happen in the industry, and what is that industry is going to expect from the academia? Unless otherwise we are able to predict, we are very bad in that. Certainly, what is that needed? Predict what the industry is expecting tomorrow, we won't be able to achieve any improvement or any benefit from the education sector. No, what we need to teach today is what the industry is expecting tomorrow. So for that, even education system also should adopt a radical creativity, radical creative thinking we, the academia, should have. So that is the reason why I said there should be industry academia gap. Our university has made it compulsory that for each college institution should have an industry hub. An industry hub should be created in the college. What is the benefit? Frequently interactions, industry academia interaction should happen. Students and teachers should be aware of that, aware of what are the technological developments which are taking place in the industry. So that is needed. Radical creativity, I think. I'm sorry, I don't know whether I can take another 5 minutes time, Naveen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the bottom line is, choose edge and cloud computing solutions, effectively manage cyber risk, and construct contact center solutions that can deliver personalized experiences to students, parents, and staff. So we need to create and share personalized experience to students, parents, and staff. Yesterday here, I think most of you are aware that there was a bomb hoax was there yesterday in some of the colleges. See, the bomb is planted like that. So some 8-9 schools in Bangalore received email communication that see, there is a bomb is planted. So what happened? Everybody was panicked, and the schools immediately, see, my daughter was studying in in St. Vincent Pallotti school here in Bangalore. I got a message that due to some reasons, unavoidable reasons, classes suspended for today, and please come and collect your collect your ward, like that. A message they have sent, and we were clueless what happened, but we all immediately went there, and then we came to know that this kind of nuisance happened. So technology is giving positive as well as negative so that positive for each and everything, positive side is there, negative side is there. So anyway, so within no time, so the school was able to communicate to all the parents that so the class is suspended because of some reasons. So this is the kind of technological development which has taken place. See, when somebody sent a false message that see, that a bomb is planted, so the technology is used for that, sending that message. At the same time, the reaction of the immediate reaction of the school, immediately they sent, they communicated to thousands of parents that see this, kindly come and collect your ward. So see, when there is a problem, or misuse of technology, there is a solution. Also, technology has given a solution for that also. So we can use edge computing, cloud computing. All these solutions can be used effectively for providing better experience for the teachers, parents, and students. Then agility in higher mentioned, I mentioned about agility. About our organizational agility. If organizations are not agile, companies are not agile, they will be out of the market. So that is the reason why inevitably they are educational institutions are not so. So far there was excuse, and I also used to give when we discussed about agility, organizational agility. When we interacted with the HRs, they used to say that we are agile and you have to be agile. See, what we wanted you should provide. Since I am in the placement cell, much aware of this. No, they always say that, see, what we are expecting you should produce. Of course, that is true. But I used to tell them that, see, the one problem is you are agile, because see, if you are not agile, you won't be in this market. You will be out. So that is why you are quick enough in making changes, adapting technology. But we cannot do that. Academia cannot do that. Why? Because see, we have our conventional systems, we have our board of studies, we have our board of examiners. This kind of conventional system is there, and we develop the curriculum, we develop the syllabus. And for making any changes in the syllabus, again approval is required, a lot of interactions required, and it takes time. And it is not easy for us to change the syllabus often. It takes maybe some universities use minimum 5 years time, some universities use 3 years time to change the curriculum. But by the time, maybe once we start the semester, in within 6 months time, a lot of changes may happen. And some of the things, the technology what we teach may become outdated within a period of 6 months time. Once the student pass out, that technology may not have much use. So it is not possible for the education system to change the syllabus as I mean, in pace with the technological changes. That is what I used to believe. But now it is high time for the higher education system to think about quick changes in the syllabus also. At least what we can do as teachers, what we can do is we should change the mindset of the students. At least see, what we teachers are facing, if we talk anything extra other than what is there in the syllabus, then the students will say that, so that fellow came and talked much about something else which is not there in the syllabus, because the students are thinking only about how to pass the examination. And for that, they knows that, see, they need to study only what is there in the syllabus. So if any technological advancement happened, if the teacher teaches about that, and the students will not be bothered to listen to that. So that kind of mindset needs to be changed. So for educational in the higher education sector, to bring in agility, we need to flatten the organization structure. So the hierarchy may have to be changed. Then remove the hoops. If a change in policy or processes requires legions of committees, forms, and approvals, then stagnation rather than innovation. So we need to remove the hoops and multiple kind of approvals. All these, see, we need, as much as possible, we need to reduce, and we should be quick enough to change. Cultivate anti-bureaucracy leaders. I think I need not have to explain much about it. You all are aware of it. Reduced bureaucracy yields higher agility. Who currently innovates and streamlines? We need to think. Who is masterful at managing change? We need to identify such kind of people, and we should promote them. So cultivate reduced bureaucracy will help in improving agility. Then enable organizational agility and transform your campus. So this is my last advice: enable organizational agility and transform your campus. So digital transformation for higher education enabled this agility. So in order to agility in academia possible with the help of digital transformation. So helping schools continue their educational missions while navigating the switch to virtual and hybrid learning environment. So, uh, uh, and meanwhile, I also wanted to touch upon the importance of emotional intelligence. When we focus much on, we need to the other part also we should discuss. When we discuss much about, when we give much importance to technology, we forget emotional intelligence. In today's world, most of the companies, they prefer emotionally intelligent employees. So emotional, when we use much, or when we give much importance to technology, we often fails to educate emotional quotient to the students. So we should, along with the technology, emotional intelligence also we need to improve. So a big thank you to all of you. And quickly, if you have any questions, or maybe, see, I think if you have some points to add, if any of you, the audience, you are welcome for that. Thank you so much once again. Thanks to the organizers as well as to all the participants for patiently listening. Now it is time for discussion. Over to Naveen. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, any audience, if you have any questions or if you'd like to share, I think quickly we can take up.
Yeah.
So, and just to add the things, sir, when you said about the emotional intelligence, so that is what we also found a solution for a couple of our problems, because when the pandemic started, all our conventional mode of internship programs got held up. So that is the problem we were started finding. Immediately we started to consult a couple of psychological aspect with couple of experts. So one thing we came to learn that, until unless you keep the students emotionally attached to your organization or your teaching methodology, so until unless that, you cannot teach anything. So that is what, a conventional mode of teaching also happening. So even a digital mode of teaching also we have to take up in the same way. We have to keep connect with individual students. We have to keep them engaged. We have to keep them more active, rather than within inside of a class we can keep in certain level of activeness. And since we are in a digital online platform, we have huge opportunity to keep them active in a different aspect as well. And so that's why we decided in a 3Q, so upcoming all our internship programs, let us go with hybrid model. 70% or 75%, let us keep everything on a digital. Let's teach the technology digitally, because tomorrow they have to go to any company and they have to work maybe in a remote places itself, because now most companies, I think now we are started to work from office, but due to pandemic we have to get ourselves adapted to work from home, which is complete digital way. So that's a one thing I just wanted to share with all of you. So I think we have a couple of questions. If anybody wants to come on live and ask, or any suggestion or your experience you want to share on this aspect, please welcome. So I think we have Prithviraj sir. Sorry, he's available. Okay, so got a question to Andy. And if it's possible, can we listen from your voice? The one
Of course.
Yeah, please.
Of course. I mean, for me, and you touched on some wonderful subjects, and I did note that almost every application that wasn't of a open source environment was a cloud-based application, sourced in the cloud, developed by the cloud, and lives in the cloud. And you touched on Zoom as well. And I am talking purely from a cloud perspective. And when the pandemic came in, everyone in information technology scrambled to help our clients, to help our job, to help our families, to help everyone stay connected. And there was an explosion in the cloud. And the cloud has so many other benefits to it. For example, you were mentioning about certification and exams. And one thing that kind of tweaked at me is you do digital delivery, but then you print a physical copy, and then you do digital marking and digital score results and everything else. And it was like, that one middle piece can be digitalized, and that would reduce your cost. If you see where I'm coming from. I did love your presentation. I really did. I believe that the cloud is helping many universities achieve wonderful things, reaching larger audiences at a fraction of the cost. And one of the things that I had put in to the chat there was that technology is ever evolving. And most campuses work on a physical infrastructure, or a lot of them still work on physical servers, physical computers, and everything else. And to stay current in that, there is a huge overhead to refresh, to develop new tools, to keep your information, your IT sector running successfully. You need multiple teams with multiple skill sets. And if that were, again, promoting the cloud, because that's where I am, if that were in the cloud, one person is able to configure your network safely. Your cyber threat landscape reduces because you're in the cloud behind, for example, Azure, Google Cloud Platform. These companies spend millions every year securing their platform, and they simply don't allow you to cause a breach of that security. So again, coming onboarding cloud, you reduce that cost as well. But again, one of the other big factors of cloud is the ability to spin up. You need a new device. In the conventional world pre-COVID, most companies would contact their vendor, wait 3 weeks for a server to arrive or the hardware to arrive, spend 3 weeks configuring it. In the cloud environment, we click 3 buttons, wait 20 minutes, and it's good to go. You know, but as I said, I mean, I have loved the presentation. I would love to talk to you more about, at some point in the future, about possibly removing cost by bringing stuff into the cloud, or give you ideas of how to do that as well, if that's something you would like.
Yeah, Andy. I think we'll certainly work on that. Still we are having another just 5 days.
I just wanted to mention here one thing. I think in this direction, 3Q Sutantra is doing a good job actually.
Oh yes.
For especially now the area in which they are concentrating is no, definitely it will contribute much for the higher education sector. And I wish all the best to 3Q Sutantra to continue the good work what you are doing. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. So fine then. So do we have any questions or any concern from the participants? It's quite a long time we had.
Naveen, am I audible?
Yes, Alia, you're audible.
Right. Hi guys, I'm so sorry I was late. I'm stuck in a family fit here. but I heard everything and everything was absolutely valuable. I would like to add one more point to whatever Binoy sir spoke. See, I have been an into academic counseling. I've been heading organizations which have been into academics, and also I myself am a trainer. So I would like to add one point here when it comes to academics and when it comes to what is the importance of academics. So if I was given an option, I would give the students an option to choose how they want their academics to go, but not at a stage of PU. Till PU, I believe our system is amazing. After that, it needs to change a bit. This is just a mild suggestion from my end. So since we spoke about it, so this has been my dream to ever, tell someone who can make a change, and who better than Binoy sir about it. So uh, we have to give them an autonomous choice, or make a curriculum which gives them a mindset from childhood that you do not need to stick to the academics just to gain knowledge and get yourself ready to face the industry. The main problem is, as a child, always we are taught that you have to follow a rule, you have to top your academics, you have to score high, you have to be on the top notch, you cannot fall down. We have to teach our children it's all right to fall down, it's all right to go there. So we as teachers, we as trainers, we as people who set curriculums should make sure that we set in such a pattern that it doesn't make a difference to them what numbers they score, but it should make a difference to them what knowledge they gain. So from there they will take a flight to such an extent that they're never going to fall down from there. So this was just a mild suggestion from my end. I'm sorry I interrupted. And Binoy sir, hats off. I am amazed with the immense
Thank you.
knowledge you have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
I'm
much.
done.
Thank you, Alia. Sir, I think we got one question. Will EQ be missing by teaching an online platform?
Never, never is the answer.
So I think we are the best experienced fellows, because even I teach networking concept for engineering graduates.
Yeah.
So that is what I
whether it is
capture
whether it is
students to
whether it
that.
is
Yeah.
online or offline. No, it all depends on the teacher and student. Yeah. EQ won't be missing. Yeah? That is why a teacher is conventionally believed to be the best counselor. But over a period of time, we lost that, actually, that quality. The teacher lost that quality. So we need to regain, that quality. If that is there, whether it is online or offline, or whether it is hybrid, whatever system, the EQ won't be missing in that.
Fine, sir. I think it's very
Yeah,
valuable.
and he has rightly mentioned, without failure, very little is learned in life. Exactly. No, fail. That is why fail itself, FAIL, is first attempt in learning. So we all define success differently, but what exactly success is all about? How quick we are in getting up when we fall. That is success. So learning from failure, and we should be quick enough to bounce back. That is success. Yeah.
Correct, sir. And we should be very quick enough to fail also,
Yes,
because
definitely.
lot many learnings we can
Yes.
get through
Yeah.
failures.
Correct. Exactly.
Very true. I think I've failed more than I've succeeded in my career, just to understand some things something that could take 10 minutes might just to quickly put together may have taken me 3 weeks of falling over. And you're absolutely right. It's about how you get back up, how quickly you get back on that horse and realize it's okay. I learned from it.
That is why you are a success. Now we get experience, and we get experience from each failure.
Mhm.
So life will be beautiful if he doesn't have any problems. No, then we don't understand our weaknesses. So our strength and weaknesses, as I mentioned earlier, we get to know when we fail. So failure is always good. Yeah.
True, sir. So I think we can wind up. Any questions? Nothing. Okay. So thank you, Binay sir, for your wonderful information, for enlightening good information, which part of things we were not knowing in terms of utilizing the tools or whatever the things which is available uh, for us, but with lack of knowledge, lack of information, we were missing. Yes, but I think we should start inculcating those things to betterment of our teaching experience. Even we have to enjoy using those opportunities available for us. So and thank you, Andy, for coming here and staying back with us, even with your lot of back-to-back meetings and activities. So
You're
thank you once
absolutely
again. I
welcome.
think yeah, and I think next week we have much more things to discuss with you. Yes, we will have
I
a lot
look
more.
forward.
And thank you all my faculties, my dear colleagues, and I think we can say the entire VT University we had here, and couple of other uh, principals and teaching faculties from other universities were also be a part of this. So thank you each and everyone. Sorry if I missed any names, anybody here.
Thank you.
It's a big numbers, uh, and even very small effort from us to change or to bring the improvisation in our education and industry perspective. That is what we are looking forward to bring certain improvisation.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the cloud in a nutshell. It's improvisation. It's cost effective. And yeah, next week we'll have some fun.
Yes. let's speak next week. Let's have lot many stuff, Andy.
Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, sir. Thank you,
Naveen,
everyone.
Alia, Auntie. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Have a
Good night.
great day ahead.
Good
Thank you.
night.